Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gabriel Emmanuel Uchuchukwu. I remain Emma-Shorthand. And though it has been very long, we had our class. The place that we stopped was this placement, which is whenever you hear A or O or E, you place the first consonant stroke above the line. For example, let me come to this point. For example, you have something like this. You have pate. A is a vowel sound, and it's because of the A, the P. The A will now tell the P where the P will stay. So now, A is a vowel sound, also a second place vowel. So P, A is stating to P to go on the line, because that is the rule, and your T will now follow. Then the placement of that A, which is a dot, will be after the P, to be at the middle. That is where we stopped at the second place vowel. Alright, now I want us to enter the next phase of this course. Now, the next phase is what? The third placement. Now, the third placement of the vowel, we have this rule is applicable to all the consonant strokes, especially the horizontal ones. We have 5 horizontal strokes. We have your K, we have your G, we have your M, we have your N, and your ing. Now, these 5 horizontal strokes, strictly in a way, they do not obey the rule of the third placement. Now, look at this. If we all know English very well, we will say that for a word to make sense, it has to have a consonant as well as a vowel sound. So that one is just apart, just to make this thing very snappy. Now, the vowel associated to this third placement, we have the E sound, and the U sound. The E is represented by what? A dot. While the U represents a dash. And now the rule of this third place is whenever you hear either of these two, whenever you hear E or U, the first consonant stroke of that word, except horizontal stroke, will be above, will cross the line, sorry. What I mean is this: if you have an example, if you have something like this, you have P. So P is to urinate. Understand? So we are hearing P as a consonant and E as a vowel sound. Now, because of this vowel sound, which is telling us that the E there is a third place vowel. And now, the E is saying to P to cross the line. Then the E will be at the third place of P. This is your P. Now, if you have an horizontal stroke like that, something like this, like key. If you have something like this, like key, an horizontal stroke, K and E, this Y doesn't have any sound. What you are hearing here is this key. Now, your K will rest on the line, and your E will come after the K, which will be under your K at the third place of K. It will be here. That is for the part of horizontal. I say that horizontal stroke, they don't cross the line. They stay either above nor on the line. Now, down is a part. So what about if you're having these are only one consonant stroke. What about if you're having two or more consonant stroke? For example, you have something like this, P-I-T, which is your pit. Now, pit, you are hearing P and T as your consonant stroke. And E there is your vowel, which is your what? Your third place vowel. And your E is saying to P to stay across the line, P and T. Now, where will you put this E? You know, at the first example that we made, we placed the E vowel sound at the third place of the first consonant stroke. Now, we are placing the E because we have another consonant stroke. The rule applies that the vowel of this E vowel will be placed at the third place of the next consonant stroke after the first one, before the vowel. How is that? Now, look at this. P is your first consonant stroke, and T is the next consonant stroke after P before your vowel. Sorry, after your vowel. So instead of putting your E, because your E represents a dot, instead of putting your E at your P, your E will go at the third place of what? Of T. Like I said at the first class we had, if this is your stroke, this part is a first place, this part is a second place, and this part is a third place. And in that first place, we have the before and the after. This is the before, this is the after. This is the before, this is the after. Second place, this is the before, this is the after. Now, the E will be at the third place of T, before T. You will put your dots here. So that pit, we have written pit in shorthand automatically. Now let's have another example. Let's have, we're talking about, want to write something like this. Sorry. We have, what is this? It's called your teeth. Your teeth is called teeth. Now, we have strokes that we have here are your T, and your if, your if. This is your two stroke we have here. Now, first of all, if you want to identify your strokes, first of all, to write an outline, you first of all identify your strokes. Now, we have two strokes here, your T and your if. Now, your T is a straight stroke, while your if is a curved straight stroke. Now, your T, because of the E sound, like I said, because of the E sound, the first consonant stroke, as the rule applies to the third place rule. Whenever you hear E or U, you place the first consonant stroke above the line. Okay, now, like I was saying, T, because of the E sound, and E is a third place vowel, the T will cross the line, then your if. Now, like I said, from the other example, from this example, repeat. The E will be at the third place of your if. To be here at the third place of your if. Now, you have written your teeth. Now, this third place vowel, I will urge you guys to go. You can ask me any question if you find anything difficult. And like I said, the third place placement, the rule states, whenever you hear E or U, you place the first consonant stroke across the line. And if there is an horizontal stroke as the first stroke, it's the rule of the third place will transfer to the next consonant stroke. That means it will be the next consonant stroke that will cross the line, not the horizontal stroke, because horizontal stroke does not cross the line. So please, you can hit my direct message, my DM on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter. My name is Gabriel Emmanuel Uchuchuku. My WhatsApp number, I have three WhatsApp numbers, though I'll call everything. It's 081 43 42 27 59. For my MTN, that is for my MTN. My Airtel is 070 18 13 35 43. This for my Airtel. And for my MTN and that Airtel, sorry, is 091 26 38 38 73. So please hit my DM if you have any question, or send a comment to my YouTube channel, Emma-Shorthand Writing Skills. So please, any question you want, you have to ask me. Throw it there.